Hi, my name is Zaya Prosper, and I'm the only child.
How is it being the only child?
I like it. Like, I don't have to split anything. I get everything I want. I don't have to, have to split money. Like, that's the biggest thing. But what gets me mad is that all the attention is always on me. Like, that's annoying.
Did you always like being the only child?
No, I didn't always like being the only child. I used to beg my mom to have a baby when I was like 8 or 9. And then my cousins moved in. I was like, nah, I don't want that in my life.
How do you feel about people that have siblings?
I don't really care about them that much. It's whatever. They can do what they gotta do. They're usually like begging for things, and I'm just like, okay, I got it.
Wow.
Good. Next question.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
No, I have 3 sisters.
How does it feel having siblings?
I love having siblings. I always have people to talk to hang out with, especially when I get annoyed with my friends. I can just like hang out with my family and complain about my friends. You can't really do that with just your friends. And it's definitely a different bond because they're like, well, we're all girls, so it's easier. So they're my best friends, but like it's very different from like how I would say my best friends are with people who are just my friends and not like directly related to me.
Did you always like having siblings?
Yeah, I remember there was a lot of us, so there was always something to do. Like if one didn't want to play with you, like you could just go to another one and ask them to do it with you. So we always had things to do, and I loved growing up with siblings. Like when we went on vacation, like it was a family vacation was insane to us because there were so many of us, so traveling was always crazy. But we always had like people to experience those memories with, which is nice.
How do you feel about people that are the only child?
I would hate to be an only child, but that's just because I feel like you definitely grow up with a lack of certain, I guess, characteristics. Like, I don't want to say they're not good at communicating or like they lack like, I guess, ways to like bond with other people. But I can say that I know how to bond with my family, and then I have a different bond with different people. I feel like you don't understand different bonds with certain people, or like the way I would talk to my siblings is different than the way that I would talk to my friends, and I don't think you get to experience that if you're an only child.
So what's it like being an only child?
It's great, actually. You get to do a lot of stuff in your home. You get the great presents, you get all the attention. Anytime I'm in trouble, my mom, my aunt is there. I don't need you guys. I don't need siblings.
Did you ever want siblings?
Maybe. Like when you're little, you just want to beat people up, have fun, toss them around like a doll. You want a doll. End up playing with figurines and stuff. But nah, as I got older, you made your own friends. I never had a sibling had to come and bring their friends, and I had to get to know them, and I didn't want to get to know them because they suck. But so far, it's great. I'm gonna go out through my whole life without a sibling, and it's awesome.
Let's go.
Okay, so what are your questions for me?
How does it feel being an only child?
Being an only child? You get all the best presents. You get all the attention. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it does feel lonely not having other people who go through the same things as you. For example, your environment, like, you can have someone else who knows what you're going through exactly, but when you're alone, you go through things by yourself. I think it's also harder socially because if you have an older sibling, for example, you're already kind of like a step ahead of other kids who haven't made as many friends yet. So socially, it can actually help you to have like older siblings. And I guess having younger siblings makes you more responsible or something.
Did you always like being the only child?
Did I? like I said, I never really cared about having brothers or sisters because my mom had me when I was pretty young, when she was pretty young. My mom had me when she was pretty young, and I never felt the need, but it's always been a curious thing. But yeah.
Go ahead, Angel.
What am I talking about?
How does it feel to have a sibling?
Having siblings is the best. You always have a friend. You always have someone to play with. You always have someone to blame everything on. It's great. But even better is being the favorite out of all 3 siblings like me. Everyone's favorite, so I get whatever I want. So it's like being an only child, but I have people to blame my stuff on, which is always good.
Did you always like having siblings?
What was the question?
Did you always like having siblings?
I did always like having siblings, but like I was 5 when my brother was born, so like I was kind of over like having him as a sibling. Like I didn't want him at that point, like he was too late in the game. But like my sister came 3 years after me, so like I was still like little, like I still wanted like someone to like bother. But yeah, I still like having them. Now that we're growing up, it's like a lot better. Like we didn't, when you're little, like it's hard, you know? Like we're always so far apart. But now that we're growing up, I like having siblings more.
What do you think about people with no siblings?
I think only children are very strange. Every single one of them. Not that they're strange. I just think like I don't understand. Who did you play with for all those years? Like if you're 21 years old, you're 21 years of not playing with anyone in your house. Like who did you blame everything on? You just get in trouble for everything. No good. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be an old child.